Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Whoa.
Burrow on play action. And incomplete to open things up.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
11.
In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, Burrow. Be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line's job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area and disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
11, Thomas.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
11 Thomas. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Here we go.
The Bengals had 8 and 5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
11 Heidi. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas.
They go play action with Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Gun.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to go down again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
11, 11, 11.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. MT, take 11, 11, 11. 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Bengals, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11, 11, 11.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Amari Barno in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. So a good decision that time by Zach Taylor. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Soul searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
21-0 our score after 1.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
11.
A give running right is Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
12. Hey, can.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Come on, ready? 11 mighty. 11 MT pace. 11 MT pace. 11. 12.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1-1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow going out wide, finds Chubb. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here we go, here we go.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 MT, Tate. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
12, 11 MT, 11 MT.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
11 Thomas, 11 Thomas. 11, 11.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
11, 11, 11, 11.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it,
11.
Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
12. 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
11 empty. 11. 12. 11 empty.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
1st down, Panthers.
Right back to him on 1st down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
He'll look to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On 1, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd
11,
down.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
He'll drop to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. There, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
19 60 Eagles.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11. 12.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go. They did a great job of that.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas. Hey, we got to go score.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Get set. 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll go for it. Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I'm one, right? 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11, 11, 11.
Again, it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
And Burrow going to throw again. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
They'll look to throw here. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
11 MT, hey, 11, 12, 12.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
11. 12.
Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's the option play going left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this, and this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
11 MT.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
To the air again, Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Does the big boy have the juice? Past the 20. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11
In
mighty.
motion goes the
11
tight
mighty.
end. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
12, 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere.
11, 11,
This team,
11.
they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
12, 12, 12. MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT. They gotta go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
And that's caught inside the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.